Hello everybody, thank you for joining me again on All Things Possible. So I told you I was coming to Tour Day Pizza in Tampa to talk with Matt, one of my friends and also part of my colleague that I'm involved with, GNAT. I wanted to come and bring you in live in person so you can meet Matt, see the pizza store, and then we're gonna take you out to see what the GNAT is also. All right, so I'm gonna put Matt on camera. I'm live, this is our first time you guys doing it this way. And Matt, there you go.
Welcome. Hi. Thanks for having me.
All right. How are you doing, Matt?
Amazing.
Thank you so much for letting me come here and do this here live in your pizza shop. I wanted people to see not only the amazing atmosphere that you have here, but also the delicious pizza, and find out, how did you get named the Pizza Gladiator?
So Pizza Gladiator is the brand. Originally, I guess the long story short is I created the pizza diet. I invented the pizza diet. I got in the industry as a pizza guy. I didn't like the way that I made money in the real world. So my level of empathy for people's health and destroying their health to make a profit went against my core values. So I didn't really like what I did for a living. So I had to lead by example and set the tone and be the example of, hey, if you eat pizza, you can still be healthy. So I ended up getting the chance to prove that theory thanks to the St. Pete Times, local newspaper in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yes.
And I invented the 30-day pizza diet in 2009.
Oh.
And in 30 days, I lost 24 pounds. I lowered my cholesterol 86 points. I lost 10% body fat. And I truly got healthy on a pizza-only diet. So while the iron was hot and before viral videos were a thing, I was able to ride that bicycle from St. Petersburg, Florida to New York City, the pizza capital of the U.S., 1,300 miles, 22 cities, to deliver my message to the pizza capital that pizza is a healthy meal.
That is.
So then, follow that up, I came back and I was kind of stagnant. Media in the real world, if you're not current, you're ancient history, right? So a lot of you out there listening, maybe you're still hanging on to your laurels from last year or earlier in your career, you still, you just thought, okay, I achieved enough, and that's who I am, that's my identity, and you forget to evolve and elevate to a new chapter. So I had to keep reinventing myself. I ended up doing the New York City Marathon 2011, where I ran 26.2 miles on a pizza-only diet. And then I came back, revamped it, because I continually wanted to test the versatility of what a body built by pizza could achieve. So then I went into the natural bodybuilding world, and if you focus on that chrome cup on top there, Prudence, that is my pro status as a natural bodybuilder that I achieved after eating nothing but pizza for 16 weeks, tracking macros, using science, working out efficiently. As a 41-year-old man, I went and became a professional bodybuilder eating pizza.
That's amazing.
To natural bodybuilding. So then I was in and out of gyms every day. And I ended up running into Hulk Hogan, who lives here in St. Pete, Clearwater, Florida. And Terry and Bushwhacker Luke and Jimmy Hart and all the old wrestlers, they ended up sponsoring me as an athlete out of Clearwater Beach Fitness. So I was working out with the guys every day and hanging out every day and just learning how to build a brand, how to market myself, how to become a character, a household name, a valued image that people could recognize and identify with. So Hulk Hogan helped me develop the Pizza Gladiator as a way to defend the integrity of pizza using an image of the Roman gladiator, which was part of the Italian, Roman Empire, that region of the world where pizza originated.
Yes.
Now pizza was scraps left over from the bakeries that they used to feed the army and the poor. So when you think about the gladiator imaging and the warriors and the lean bodies, and that's the image that I adopted to make this journey for myself as the Pizza Gladiator. To motivate people to get healthy eating their favorite food, to encourage them to get healthy one slice at a time. And recently, I was able to align myself with a company called GNAT, and my friends out in Colorado. They've been on the same type of journey about impacting lives, changing lives one step at a time by offering a vertical movement platform. And so they're changing lives one step at a time. I'm changing lives one slice at a time. So we've joined forces now to really change lives at the core. That's what we're doing. We're changing lives every single day. And so this shirt, this is not a uniform. This was actually made by Adidas. right? And I know, Bruce, you're big into like the spiritual world and
Yeah.
beliefs and like faith.
Yes.
And a lot of things you can't really explain everything that
Yeah.
happens. Coincidence or luck or opportunity
There's
and
no-
preparedness meets at the intersection. There's so many things that happen that you don't really know. But
Yeah.
this sure came to me on the first day, last Saturday, of my first paying client for my new business venture on the GNAT.
Oh,
and I
wow.
went to the store and I had 3 stripes, and the GNAT has 3 steps.
Oh, and the color.
And to me,
Oh.
green means go, red means mow, or red means go.
Oh,
And so in
shit.
sales, and colors mean things.
Yes.
Colors are impactful.
I've learned that.
Right? So thanks to Keith Thurman, his father, Keith Sr., I trained on the GNAT the other day. He is the unified welterweight former champion of the world, 30-1. He's only lost to Manny Pacquiao, the GOAT, right?
So cool.
Keith and his dad were talking to me about how the color of the GNAT means go, and the color of the truck means no, and it's a perfect blend between the two.
Balance.
Right? So it's balance, and it's coming together. And from Brandon Kelly, the ambassador for GNAT,
Hey.
my brother from another, my homie for 20 years.
My soul cluster.
The true definition of being vertically conditioned is 10 reps of all 12 life movements.
Oh my goodness,
With
man. I
3
didn't even
sets.
realize that. That's so freaking
I'm
cool.
now wearing the official
You're
GNAT
truly
shirt.
embedded in it.
But let's go back a step.
Yeah.
Some of you guys are out there. I know a lot of you guys are rooted deep in faith. Brandon, for example, Brandon believes that everything's just going to work out because the universe is
So do I,
amazing,
Brandon.
Everything is amazing, and
That's why we.
he is unreal in his faith and his belief. Myself, I came from an engineering background. My father was a civil engineer. I have to actually see things to figure things out. I'm more practical, not so out of the box, outer world, right?
Yeah.
So you can have big dreams. I had big dreams. You can have visions, big visions. But you also have to be practical and create action steps to actually achieve them. And that's what you can control. In your daily life, you can make the conscious changes. So I'm going to share a story with you. The way I made action changes was in 1963, President Kennedy lost a child named Patrick at birth to hyaline membrane disease, now called respiratory distress syndrome, RDS. And when that happened, the country mourned the loss of the president's baby from premature birth. And so in 1968, 69, around the moon landing, the administration caught a bunch of backlash about how can we put a man on the moon, but we can't save the president's premature baby. So they started funding what now is known as the March of Dimes, the NICUs. In 1976, I was the beneficiary of that funding. I went straight from my mother's womb to an incubator. I was in an incubator for the first 3 months of my life. I lost all instinct on how to suck, how to swallow, how to be a human. I was fed with IVs and saline and not nutrition of breast milk or formula. So all my life I underdeveloped my whole life. I graduated high school 116 pounds. I got bullied every day, harassed every day, and I had a vision of what I wanted to carry my Holy Spirit on earth with. That one vessel that I get, that one body that I get. So I had a vision for bodybuilding magazines, and I turned to the gym and I started using tools and sculpting and building and working hard and discipline to build the physique that I wanted to carry. That led me to having what some would say was the perfect male physique 4 years ago.
Yeah.
As a professional natural bodybuilder, as a father of 2 at 41 years old. That journey led me to Brandon Kelly. That's how I met Brandon at 24 Hour Fitness in Denver, Colorado 20 years ago. Now listen, as you level up in life, you can't take everyone with you.
I'm loving that.
Okay? You get to pick certain people that were impactful in your life that you keep with you for your whole journey of life.
Yes.
Brandon is one of 2 or 3 people that I kept from my time in Denver when I lived there for 6 years.
Yeah.
And here we are 20 years later reconnected on this journey to impact lives at the core value of changing lives daily.
Yes.
Right? So that's where we are right now. And then I had the body I was building, but then I couldn't defend myself. I had no older brothers. I had no family, no military background, no parents. My dad was an engineer. My mom was a school teacher. I had no chance of protecting myself, my little sister. I was the oldest in the family, so I turned to martial arts. And I started doing boxing. That led to kickboxing. That led to kung fu. That led to Shaolin kung fu. That led to Vale Tudo and to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And now I am the co-host of Knockout Radio.
Hey.
I travel with the UFC. I travel with BKFC. I train Julian Lane and Keith Thurman on the GNAT this week. I hang around the most dangerous people on the planet daily. I have no anxiety. I have no fear. I have no stress because I had a vision of what I wanted my life to be. And then I worked hard for 25 years to build those steps to become the man that I am today.
Okay.
And so now, instead of achieving trophies and more accolades, which I have plenty of, that doesn't motivate me anymore. I don't need another ceramic trophy to validate my success. What I need now is I'm working on my legacy. How many lives can I impact for the next generation? How can I impact your life? How can I change your life? What can I do to help you achieve the success that I've had for myself? And if you need an action coach, if you need a friend, you need a mentor, let's talk about COVID real quick. This is a new thing for all of us. It hasn't been 100 years now. So we're going to bless this guy. This is a guy, I just met this guy yesterday. Your lunch is on me, my friend. So thank you.
Blessing.
Good luck with your captain license.
So lunch is on you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm Matthew. I'm the founder, the owner, and your pizza man.
Hold on, what cap
bless
did
you.
you get?
Huh?
What cap? Getting the six pack.
Yeah. So, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to
Not
impact
fish.
lives. What I'm working on is my legacy, right? I really want to impact lives. I don't need a trophy to validate my
Not that
success
guy yet.
anymore.
Hey,
It's
thank
about
you.
giving
Hey,
back.
get back to me for lunch next week.
All right, bro. I'll see you there.
Thanks, man. See ya.
So that's what we're doing. And we've come together to create this new wave. I am the G-Gladiator. It's a combination of GNAT, which is the technology which we use. The I in G-Gladiator is the lowercase. I'm the tech guy. All you Apple people, Brandon, Prudence, you can identify with
Brandon, I'm with the
I.
crew.
The I is you in relative to space and earth and like spiritual being, right? The A is the gladiator shield, is being a warrior, being a top fighter, never giving up. And then the tour
There's a home show in
is
Tampa today.
TOUR, which is
That's
reflective of the GNAT on my rig is actually mobile.
Only so many
The Gladiator that I drive is mobile. I come to you. I can sanitize it. We can work out outside. COVID friendly. Serotonin levels increases. You get vitamin D. Working outdoors, getting fresh oxygen. And then the O in tour is a pizza.
I'm doing it
And
tomorrow.
then
I'm doing it today.
so G98 tour, coming to a city near you, changing lives one slice at a time, a step at a time. And then going back to the mental
The
health
thing was smart because you were the only room.
Everybody has it. We all have mental health.
That's why you're going to help me
COVID
next year.
created a whole new animal.
I'll be there early, brother.
Okay?
Yep. My
You're in
problem
corporate
is
America, you may not want to reach out to the HR department and let them know you have issues because you're worried about jobs being held back from you or advancement or promotions being withdrawn because they think you might have damage issues or not mentally strong enough or you may end up becoming a liability. You know, people don't want to call a crisis center because they don't look like they actually need help. They don't want to do that. So the best part about the GNAT for me is I bought a rack that is a Yakima rack. It's a brand built on outdoors, kayak racks, bike racks. You see them on the back of cars. You know that's how you transport your outdoor rugged material to the nature, to connect with the earth, to connect with the trees and the water and the sun and the spirit, right? And so that rack is built around community. It's about nature, going out and enjoying, getting exercise, and then coming back. Every one of the products has a built-in bottle opener designed to crack a beer and share your life with your fellow man. And so I'm offering that with my services, like a place you can be yourself, open up your life without judgment. You're not putting on the record that you have issues, that you're mentally going through some things. I'm here. I'll be here. I'm in Tampa Bay. If you're local, come to me. If not, I'll come to you. But let's change lives and your life today.
All right, so I want to ask you a few questions, Matt. So I heard that you guys are getting ready to go on tour soon.
Yeah.
Where is it starting at? Do you know?
It doesn't
Not
matter.
yet?
Because no matter what, if you go on tour, if you do it right, you're going to go everywhere.
Everywhere.
So you're either going to start somewhere or you're going to
Yeah.
end there. So everybody's going to get a chance.
Yeah. If you guys
I
want to
did-
put your city where you're at, we will put that on the list so
I
he
did
knows
my
some
bike
places to
tour.
start. Did you? Do a
did my
bike tour?
from here to New York City. So I rode 1,300 miles, and every day I had a different city I stopped for.
Yeah.
Media, press conferences.
Wow, I didn't. I think you did hear you say that before. Yeah. Okay. And then another thing is like, so changing at the core was one of the things that I told you. Every time I talk to you, it keeps coming to me, and I know like doing that. I believe the food that we put in our body affects our thinking, our energy, and just our overall life, right? Because if you're putting in that greasy, nasty stuff, you feel lethargic and you don't. What is do you usually just use veggie, or what is the base of your pizza here?
So veggie is a very, very tricky animal. Very good. Hi guys,
Yes.
how you doing? We right with you guys?
Yeah.
So okay, so first off, you've got to establish a healthy emotional connection to food.
Yes.
Okay? So the thing that we do with the GNAT, I'll be right with you, sweetheart.
I never knew this was him.
Yeah,
you go.
welcome. So we are in with the GNAT product. Most people establish some sort of PTSD with fitness, right? You had a desire to get healthy. You wanted to dress size for a certain event. You had a vacation coming up, and you went to the gym with open intention, open heart, and you ran into a drill sergeant type of workout, and it left you with a negative experience. Like pain for a week, you couldn't move your back, you couldn't sit down. And that recorded a negative trauma of PTSD.
In your
Even though we
cells.
associate with fitness,
Yeah.
or with mental, with a military, police, fire, it's actually can be done with physical fitness as well.
Yes.
Same thing with food. You know, you've learned for years if you want to look good at a beach, you can't eat pizza, you can't eat burgers. And when you take away from people, you restrict them.
Yes.
You take away their joy.
Yes.
And if you don't enjoy something, you're not going to stick with it.
Exactly.
And consistency equals results.
Yes.
So my main thing is I went on a 16-week pizza-only diet, and I became a professional bodybuilder, meaning I beat everybody that I competed against, kids that were half my age. I won with science, discipline, hard work, and balance. Okay, so balance is the key.
Yes.
Vegetables, just because it's a vegetable, does not make it healthy. Okay, that's all carbohydrates. In fact, I own a Guinness Book of World Record.
Oh, I love
for
where you're going with
eating
this.
a junk food.
Yes.
Would you guess what the junk food is, Prudence? Please, anybody want to guess what junk food I ate as the inventor of the pizza diet?
McDonald's.
Your junk food? French fries.
Watermelon! I own a Guinness Book of World Record for eating junk food, which is watermelon,
Oh,
because nothing is more
sweet.
deadly to a bodybuilder in the week of their competition than a hot day
Sweet.
with a red ripe bowl of watermelon. It's all sugar.
Yeah.
92% carbohydrates.
Yes.
No protein value, no fat content, no fiber, just a few minerals and electrolytes for like natural like minerals.
Yeah.
Other than that, I couldn't even look at a watermelon during my competition prep. So it was kind of fitting that the guy who invented the pizza diet ate nothing but pizza
Watermelon.
for 4 months, became champion,
And
holds
then-
a record for eating.
That's so fun.
But that's the thing.
I was
People
just gonna
perceive
say,
fruit as
yes.
healthy. Salad is healthy, but it all comes down to calorie in, calorie out.
Yeah.
And it's all tracking your macronutrients.
Yeah.
Fat, carb, protein, fiber. So nothing's off limits, nothing's good, nothing's bad. Everything has a value.
I want to jump in real quick and say this right here was a really good way to wrap it up too. It's really important your mind frame when you're eating your food. Almost
to
no
be
matter
happy.
what food you're eating,
Get
of
one
course you
bite.
choose organic and more natural, more living. But it's your mind frame when you're eating your food is huge, is not?
Your mind state is always the
Everything to me.
Because
Yeah.
look, you can be happy with nothing. My wife's Brazilian. I traveled to Brazil. I've been there 7 times. My daughter was born there.
Yeah.
I've seen poverty at its worst.
Yeah.
Like worst, with no resources, with no centers, with no shelters, with no opportunity. I've seen the worst of humanity as far as poverty. And they're still happy.
Yes.
They're still having sons out because they're alive, they have their family, they have nothing, they have no roof. They have this corner of a building that had collapsed with a tarp over the top, and all they have in the world is at their feet, and they're still happy.
Yeah.
You can't put a value on happiness. So why make yourself miserable to look good at the beach, or why make yourself miserable to hit a goal? You have to have balance.
Yeah.
And if you enjoy the process, then you'll do
Oh,
it
so
forever.
good. So good. That's
You'll do
a
it forever.
really great point.
It's not work.
So, really quick, how can people reach you? I already tagged the restaurant, your name on here. They can reach you.
St. Pete, Florida, 8824 4th Street North. You can find me on Instagram at pizza_industry_spokesman. That's my title in the pizza industry. You can reach out to Brandon Kelly at GNAT. I'll be available on GNAT. Or you'll find me on the street rolling around.
All right, Matt. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna walk out here and show everybody real quick the.
Appreciate you. God bless you.
Yes, you too. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. So I am, like I said, out in Tampa. So we're making it a beach day with my girls, waiting for their pizza. Thank you guys for joining me so much on this live. Like, it is a beautiful day, right? When you come out here. If you happen to be in Tampa and you see that red Jeep right there, that's it. Brandon! Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, you can reach Matt on his name. There is a tag for the restaurant. Also, if you would like to know where it is, and come and see it yourself. All right, you guys. Talk to you later. Ah! I'm going to live at the beach so you can see the ocean.